Aries for Monday. All right, Aries. Let's see, Father, what do you have for Aries for Monday? All right, so we have the Eight of Swords. Oh my gosh, what happened? Over the weekend, I feel like you got a little bit in your head. You started to tell yourself some negative things that aren't really true about your surroundings or your situation, or even have to do with what's going on. Remember that you're protected. Remember that you're protected. Remember that you're protected. And you can endure a lot more than you feel. I know. I hear that I am very tired. Just, you don't understand. I'm very tired. I'm very tired. I'm getting the sense of being tired of being the strong one. I think I talked to you about this a lot here, Aries, because Aries, you have that drive, you have that vision, you have that get up and go to you. And one thing about it is sometimes it's like, why do I have to always do things myself? And mainly because it's actions that you do. People have nice words and they can say nice things and they can say, yeah, I'll help you do this and I'll da-da-da-da-da, but you're the person that does. You do. Okay? You don't wait for confirmation if someone says, hey, I need a new couch or a new mattress or a new whatever. You're like, okay, what size? You're a doer, okay? And so sometimes that can really affect your mental health, okay? Mental health is very important in this reading for you, Aries. Listen to these sirens. I can't make this up. Mental health is very important. It's like ringing off in your ear saying, hey, you need to really start taking care of your mental health. It's okay to always be the strong one, but to be the strong one and still mentally hide it from everyone, it makes you go insane inside. That's what I hear. And then I'm hearing insane asylum. So just be careful, okay? Because even though you're a doer, you're like, so who's going to help me? I'm hearing that song by Beyonce where she goes, who's there to save the hero when she's left all alone and she's crying out for help? Who's there to save the hero after she saves the world? After she saves the world. Oh my gosh. Who's there to save me? So I see you breaking a lot of connections off because of that, the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I think I talked to you about these last week. Just walking away from things and people that no longer reciprocate the type of energy that you bring to a friendship or to a relationship or to a family member. And the Ace of Swords means that's the truth. You already know what that is. You've already seen enough. You already know and have established that, hey, I'm giving too much to people who aren't investing in me. Because you do, and they just talk. But get out of your head about it, okay? Take care of your mental health. That's what I got for you, Aries. I hope this helped and blessed. Have a beautiful week. Thank you. Taurus for Monday. Hello, Taurus. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Taurus for Monday? We got the Hierophant, but it's in reverse. Rebel, 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 okay? This is you being the rebel, okay? I'm hearing the rebel of the group or the rebel of the family. You don't want to stick to what people are trying to put you in a box about. You might even be, practicing your religion, your type of way, and people have something to say about it, okay? Because the Hierophant talks about religion and things like that and the rules. And you're like, look, I'm breaking all the rules because these rules don't make sense to me, okay? This is kind of like acceptance of everybody, non-judgmental, making sure that you just keep your mind open to everything and anything. I'm hearing this even could be about politics and stuff like that. It's kind of like, you don't have a rigid sense of, okay, I got to do this or I have to be that. You're like, I do what makes sense to humanity. I do what makes sense to the world, okay? Because it'd be crazy for me to, what do they say? Just keep going with a narrative that doesn't make sense. Keep going with a rule. Keep doing the same thing when it doesn't make sense. Even at work, something may be really triggering at work. Like, why do we do it like this? It makes no sense to do it like this. Look, I'm going to do it how I do it. Or, I'm even seeing somebody training someone. Like, I'm going to train you how it's supposed to be done. They're going to tell you this. We've all had that type of training, right? They're going to tell you this, but this is how you really do it. This is the easiest way to do it. It makes sense this way as long as nobody's health or safety is, at jeopardy or anything like that. I see you kind of just doing things that make sense rather than doing things because people told you to do it, okay? And this could have a lot to do with your family members as well, like, And I'm not hearing black sheep, so don't even take on that title because a lot of people want to claim to be the black sheep of the family. And it's not even about that. People don't see you as different. They see you as open. They don't see you as, oh, get away from me. They see you as, oh, I like when they come around because they're open. I can talk about anything and they won't judge me for it. You get what I'm saying? All right. Because the black sheep always comes as a negative connotation, like, you know, ooh, we got to get them away from our flock. They different. They too different. Like, no, they appreciate the differences. Your hidden energy is the Page of Cups and the Five of Wands. I told you some people don't like some of the things that you have to say, but you just gonna say it. Page of Cups is like that communication. Like, I'm just gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna say what's gotta be said. You know, I say it in a very charismatic way because, you know, that's the only way I know how to speak about whatever you believe in. But then these are people that have problems with it, but you don't care. You do not care. Five of Wands is all about that drama and chaos that people try to invite you to. But here you go as the Page of Cups. Like, I'm gonna gently say this. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. But it's going to be the truth and it's going to be real, okay? I hope that helps and blessed. Have a beautiful, blessed week. Thank you, Taurus. Gemini for Monday. Hello, Gemini. Let's see, Father, what do you have for Gemini? That came pretty quick. The Ace of Wands. Definitely spark of ideas come today, okay? You could be going a long time without having like something passionate hit you. But it's like it hits you. For some reason, I'm getting the sense of music being part of this, though. Like a song plays and you're like, oh, that all makes sense. Or, oh, that feels so good. Or, you know, it's a song. Because I just heard one thing about music, when it hits you, feel no pain. That's a quote from Bob Marley. So it's one of those things where it's kind of like music is going to hit you with an idea, an inspiration, a passion. Some kind of thing is going to be like, oh, you know what? You know, it could be a love thing, but it also could just be something like it could be inspiring some type of work or something to do with your career. But I am seeing something hit you like a light bulb, and it's passionate. It's going to drive, excuse me. Sorry, it's going to drive you. Confirmation, it's going to drive you. You know what I'm saying? Your hidden energy is the Star and the Six of Wands. Look how bright your vision is. The Star card talks about, you know, just having a vision, having a dream. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams, you will lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you'll keep. Look, and then have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come flying through. Wow. No matter how your heart is dreaming, you keep on believing. Keep believing, okay? The dreams that you wish will come true. That is amazing because I didn't even recognize that the song had that rainbow in it, because the Six of Wands talks about, you know, victory and things like that. And this is my card deck, you guys, okay? Gemini, this is my card deck inspired by my cats. Okay, it's on my website for sale. But it's amazing that this is the depiction of the card, and that song hit me just like it inspired me to start singing. This is going to be an inspiration, okay? You're going to get an inspired song, and it's going to hit you like, you know what? I can do that. I'm going to do that, okay? Like, it's going to really drive you, and it's going to be successful, okay? With the Six of Wands, that is victory. If you keep on believing, the dreams that you wish will come true, okay? So just keep believing, keep understanding that. It's so funny because she goes, your rainbow will come flying through. That's amazing. I'm flabbergasted by how the song connected to the card, y'all. I know, I can be shocked in my own gifts. I tell y'all this all the time, okay? Gemini, this is beautiful, okay? This is success, okay? So just, you know, keep dreaming, dream big. And once you make that dream, make the decision to do, okay? Make sure you put that action to it. That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you so very much, Gemini. Have a beautiful, blessed week. Cancer for Monday. Hi, Cancer. Let's see, Father, what do you have for Cancer? The Queen of Pentacles. That flipped over quick. I mean, it flipped, you know? That stability that you seek is here now, okay? Queen of Pentacles, it talks about being stable, feeling strong, feeling like you got everything that you need. Queen of Pentacles is all about your material world as well, like feeling like, okay, you know, I'm not broke, I'm not starving, I got everything that I need, I work really hard, so you have attained some things, okay? So the Queen of Pentacles also talks about taking care of themselves as well, because the Queen of Pentacles takes care of themselves. They work, they go home, they feed the kids, wash, you know, whatever dishes, cook, clean, all of that good stuff, and still finds time for themselves. So with you having the Queen of Pentacles, you finally reached kind of like a balance. I'm feeling work-life balance has really kind of like, I don't know, I see it kind of like doing this, you know, on a graph, and then finally it's lined up, like it's finally stable now. You've got a comfortable work-life balance. Now, I don't know how long it's going to last, because I don't know why I'm hearing, I don't know how long it's going to last. But for right now, you're in your niche. You're in your little, you know, you're in your sweet spot of work-life balance. Like you find time for yourself, but you've also been working really, really hard. Your hidden energies, the Ace of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, because in your mind, you're still wanting more things. That's why I said I don't know how long this is going to last. Because this is a lack mindset, feeling like, man, I still don't have enough. You know, I do have clothes on my back. I do, you know, I got some bills taken care of, but I still want more. I still need more. You still feel like sometimes, you know, with the Ace of Swords being here, you're in your head about sometimes some of these things. Like maybe I should work more. No, you are in your flow. And that's why I saw you kind of like, you know, doing this for a while. And then you finally find that balance between work and home life. And now you're like, but wait a minute. I think I should probably work more because I need more. But then that's going to knock off your home life. It's going to really, really put things like kind of chaotic a little bit more. It's going to make you come home and you're like, I still haven't cooked yet. I still haven't cleaned anything in this house. Oh my gosh, clothes are everywhere. You know, you just came from that. Don't go back to that is what I'm hearing, okay? Do not go back to that. If you've established a good routine, stick to your routine, because no matter how much money you think you need, you got to stick to your routine, okay? It's going to all make sense soon, all right? But get out of your head about it, because you're totally in your head about it with the Ace of Swords. You just keep thinking, I can get more. I can get more. If I take that job, I can get more. If I pick up more hours, I can get more. But it's going to change your home life. So just be careful on your thought process of that. All right. And as I'm putting the card back, the Tower comes. Yeah, like I said, it's going to make your home a little bit more chaotic. Like I told you, I don't know. I know what I'm feeling. I know what I see. Anyways, Leo for Monday. All right, Leo. Let's see, Father. What do we have for Leo? We got two cards that flipped over, the Two of Swords and the King of Swords. You're in your head about a decision right now. I just keep feeling like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Okay, this could be about a career decision or about like, you know, what you want to do next as far as something that's in your job. I'm seeing this be a job thing, okay? Something to do with a job or a decision or something like that. Like, which one do I pick, okay? You know what I'm saying? You're trying to prove something with yourself, within yourself. It's kind of like, which one do I choose? Okay, if I choose this one, I gotta do that, and if I choose that one, I gotta do that. I'm seeing something like you know, the pros and cons, the list there. Okay, there's a pro and there's cons, and then there's pros and there's cons. I see you weighing a lot of options, because the King of Swords talks about being in your head about something, you know, really, really analyzing something to the point where you got to figure out what to do next, okay? And then the Two of Swords just talks about a decision that needs to be made here, okay? Which one? Which one do I choose here, okay? Your hidden energy is the Five of Swords and the Empress card. You got to choose what's best for you. And that is what's conflicting, because you don't know yet what's best for you. The Empress card talks about taking care of yourself, doing the things that work out for you, okay? This could, like I said, I just keep seeing this being job related, okay? If it's relationship, I see some people dealing with the relationship here, but I am seeing this being job related. Like, I got to pick what's best for me, okay? And you truly do, no matter what, because the Five of Swords comes to say, you know, there's a lot of competing thoughts in your head. Like I said, I'm seeing that list of things. Like, if I do it like this, then I won't have that. Or if I do it like this, then I won't have that. And, you know, like, it's just a lot of juggling back and forth between how to decide about something here. Let me tell you, though, no matter what it is, no matter if it's like, you know, picking a new job or leaving a job or whatever the case may be, changing up a job, changing up some stats or optics, or, you know, maybe you want to upgrade something, but it's different than what you've done before. Like, whatever it is, you got to make the decision. Number one, confirmation birth, but you got to make the decision in what's best for you. You can't depend on like, oh, you know, I'll stay at this job because they need me, or I'll, you know, I'll stay doing this because they need me, or I'll leave because, you know, you know, it's one of those things where don't make a decision based on other people. Make it solely based on you with that Empress card. Whatever works for you, what's best for you, what's best for your health, your mental health, your long-term goals, you know, so those are the things that are competing in your head, all right? Wish you the best of luck, because, again, just do it. Do what's best for you. Don't keep considering outside things, okay? That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you, Leo. Virgo for Monday. Hello, Virgo. Let's see, Father. What do you have for Virgo for Monday? Six of Wands. There's a lot of victory here. A lot of good hopes, good spirits here. Victory, victory, victory. I'm just seeing it, okay? You might be getting recognized for something that you may have done, or just being seen on the forefront of things, you know? I'm seeing more so like, I don't know why I'm seeing like auditions or something. You're just shining. Or like, you know, if you submitted like a music tape, I'm just seeing somebody's like, oh, wow, they sound amazing. You know, I'm seeing somebody really, really, really having so much interest in you. That's what I'm hearing, is interest. Okay. And with that being said, just, you know, just give it your all, give it your best. Even if you're like submitting your application for a business, maybe say you want to do pop-up shop or something like that. People see you. They absolutely see you. Okay. I don't know. It's just people recognizing you. Okay. King of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I don't know why I keep saying business. Like I said, this is something to do with a business, something to do with your money, or, you know, your career, but people see you, okay? King of Pentacles. And look how this King of Pentacles in this card, this depiction of the card, is on a pedestal, like being seen, and money all around them, okay? They see money all around me. I look like I'm the man. And I was wilding out like last week. Tell me, where have you been? I like that song. Anyways, this is my own deck that I've created. Okay, this is inspired by my two cats, Jay and Gray. But it's on my website. But it's funny because the depiction of the card absolutely is showing what I'm seeing, which is, you know, you absolutely being seen for some kind of business, something. Okay, even if it's an audition, even if it's playwright, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's creative. Whatever it is, it's yours. It's something that you invented. Page of Wands is here to say that this came straight from you, okay? Even if it's you working at somebody else's office and, you know, these ideas came from you and people are appreciating you, okay? You're being very appreciated or seen for something because your business is needed, your ideas are needed, and you're very, very valued on today, okay? I'm seeing people see you as valuable, okay? Anyways, that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope that helped and blessed. Thank you so much for your time. And it's so amazing because I see 2 rainbows on this. And that's like just letting me know that this is after a really big storm in your life. So you needed this win, okay? Make sure you take time out to celebrate because sometimes we don't celebrate our wins or our victories enough, okay? Take time out to celebrate this, okay? Even if it's just you going to get you a little something to eat by yourself or, you know, whatever it is, reward yourself, okay, on top of this, all right? Thank you so much for your time. Have a beautiful, blessed week, Virgo. Thank you. Hi, Libra. Hello, Libra. Okay. Libra for Monday. Let's see, Libra. What do we have for Monday? Something flipped over. The 2 of Swords. I don't know. I just heard that song. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. 2 of Swords. You don't know, should you stay or should you go? Okay, this could be a family member. This could be like, do I really need that person? And you probably thought, okay, I'm going to cut them off. But for some reason, you still need them as support, even if it's emotional support, even if it's just your friend to go have fun with, okay? Friends or family, or even somebody that you're in love with. But I'm seeing this being somebody close to you that you've kind of decided like, hey, let me move away from them. Let me push back from them. And even if this is your fun friend, because, you know, we always have fun friends, you know, that don't really understand the ebbs and flow of life, but they're there for you when you just want to, you know, let your hair loose. But I'm seeing you, Libra, kind of like deciding like, okay, I was going to cut this person off. Even I'm getting relationship, whatever relationship means to you. Could even be a mom or a sister or a brother. Like, I was going to cut this person off, but they can be categorized. Okay. Not everyone has to be cut off. People can be categorized. Like I was just giving the example of the fun friend. Like, okay, that person, I'm not going to call them when I'm having problems in my relationship. I'm not going to call them when I'm having problems with my job. I'm going to call them when I want to let some steam off, let my hair down, you know. So you're categorizing someone. Even if it's somebody that you're in love with, you're realizing like, hey, I can't come to them for this, that, and the third, even though I probably should be able to. Because some of you guys are in relationships where it's like, I should be able to call my significant other and tell them this or ask them for this. You're realizing that that's an expectation that you're putting on them that they haven't been fulfilling. So why keep doing that to yourself, right? But I'm just seeing you change your mind. I'm seeing you change your mind about a relationship, whatever that means to you. Your hidden energy It's the Eight of Cups and King of Cups. Shut the front door. You're deciding not to walk away. You're like, okay, I'm going to be very balanced in this emotional decision, okay? Eight of Cups is that walking away energy. I'm going to walk away for my own spiritual purpose. Maybe you've even separated just so you can get your mind right, get your spirit right. You know what I mean? Like I said, you decided to push back on this person, decided, hey, you know, I can't be around them all the time, but I do have love for them. King of Cups, I do have love for them. So that doesn't mean I have to cut them off. That means I just got to keep my distance and walk away when it doesn't feel appropriate for the time in my life that I, you know, need somebody else, okay? That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed, okay? Have a beautiful, blessed week, Libra. Thank you. Scorpio for Monday. All right, Scorpio. Let's see, Father, what do you have for Scorpio for Monday? Oh, we got the Magician. All right, you can do anything and have anything. You know, you just got to put your mind to it. You just got to put your mind to it. It's something about you having to protect your mind, though. Okay, Scorpio, I'm seeing a lot of people wanting to influence a lot of things. Protect your mind, okay? Remove all distractions so you can really dream up what you really, truly want. Okay, because I feel like even if you mention something, say you say, hey, you know, I don't know how old you are, you guys, or whatever, whoever the collective is, but I'm hearing like, hey, I want to go back to school. And somebody's saying, oh, you want to go back to school and do what? Like, you know, protect your thoughts. One of the funniest things that I've seen, well, not funniest, one of the best things that I've seen from Kevin Hart, because I'm not really a fan of anyways, that's neither here nor there. But Kevin Hart said you cannot invite them to the conversation. I like his serious conversations that he have. Let's just put it like that. I like when he gets serious about like his fame and things like that, and where he's come from and how he's doing these days, you know, because he's very transparent. And the one thing that he said was don't invite them to the conversation. So if you want to go back to school, do it. If you want to start your own business, do it. If you want to, you know, change your job, do it. Don't always ask for permission, and don't always invite people in so they can have their opinion and add doubt to your situation, okay? Because I am seeing that. I'm seeing you like, you know, or maybe you got a new relationship, you know, new relationship is like, oh, you know, I like such and such, and they like, oh, him or her? Or like, because I'm seeing people kind of being like, whatever you got to tell people, I'm like, you gonna do that? Yes. And yes, and you can do anything, okay? You can do anything. Your hidden energy is the Hangman and the Page of Cups. This is you talking to them. Page of Cups is like, hey, I got a little message for y'all. I want to say this. Be careful who you talk to, because then they invite that doubt and makes you feel stuck. Like, should I really do that? Then you are like, you could be hanging out with your homegirls or your homeboys or your family members or something and saying something really, really like, you know, something that's kind of like, oh, I got good news, you guys. I just, you know, enrolled in hair school or whatever. And then it's like, boom, here they go, like making you feel like, are you sure you want to do that? Then all of a sudden you feel like, am I sure I want to do that? Now you can stop the progress on your applications, or stop thinking like, hey, I need to go get this, that, and a third. Because when you apply to something, when you do something, I see you starting to make moves. And their doubt introduces like a stagnant energy of, should I really spend money on this? Should I really invest in that? Do it. Stop inviting them to the conversation. Stop sharing your good news with people, okay? Anyways, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped and blessed Scorpio. Have a beautiful, blessed week. Thank you. Sagittarius for Monday. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see, Father, what do you have for Sag for Monday? We got the Queen of Swords. Time to have some very heavy boundaries when it comes to people, okay? Stop allowing distractions in. I'm hearing distractions, okay, Sagittarius? I'm hearing being on the phone too much, talking to people about stuff that doesn't matter or apply to your life. Allowing distractions, because you can be doing a lot better with that time. You can do a lot more with the time that you have if you stop allowing yourself to get distracted by people, okay? One of the things I keep hearing is that we all have the same 24. I think that was an interview I saw a long time ago with Rihanna. We all have the same 24 hours. You get to decide what you do with it. So if you spend all your time on the phone, if you spend all your time kicking it with your homegirl or your homeboy, or even just like, I'm seeing somebody like hanging out with somebody while they're working and you're just chilling. Or you could spend too much time on the TV watching people live out their dreams, watching people, you know, scrolling too much here, okay? Watching people do a lot of things that you should be doing. Stop watching people and do things, okay? Stop listening to people and activate that doing things, because you got the same 24. You need to do something with it, is what I'm hearing. So boundaries, okay? When people call you, you don't always have to pick up the phone. You don't always have to involve yourself in their drama. Everybody's emergency is not your emergency. It's not that you're heartless. Don't put it on yourself like that. Don't guilt trip yourself into thinking that you have to be involved. You don't. You got your own stuff to do. Got your own plate to take care of. Stop eating off of other people's plates. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. 10 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. Yeah, it's time to take a break from family and friends. 10 of Cups talks about, like just, being happy in this present moment, using time wisely, being present, okay? Being happy, creating your own happiness. And then we got the 4 of Swords, which talks about exhaustion, taking a break and things like that. So this is taking a break from family and friends here, okay? The people that you love. All right, and I can't make this up. This is boundaries, not for a negative reason, not because these people, have anything negative to say about you or anything like that. Again, don't guilt trip yourself into thinking that this is about that. This is more so about you using your time wisely. Okay, Sagittarius? That's what I have for you. Give your family and stuff a break. It's time for you to get to work. Stop distracting yourself with other people around you, your community and things like that, Make sure you absolutely make time for you, all right? And this is like you having to seclude yourself, all right? You got to seclude yourself and be alone for a second so you can really take a break, get a rest, and activate some of the things that you've been planning on doing. Get out that to-do list. I see you kind of... Capricorn for Monday. All right, Capricorn. Let's see, Father, what do you have for Capricorn? Page of Swords. Oh my gosh, you've gotten some clarity over the weekend about something or somebody, or maybe you're just noticing that people are starting to watch you more and more often. I see 2 different readings for this, okay? I see 2 different screens in my third eye, which is kind of funny because I see that you're being watched by somebody or some people, and this is for some of you, this is out of admiration. This is like people, people are watching you, people are seeing you. Some of you guys, this is something like, it's more so like people hate what they missed out on, okay? So here they go watching you, here they go looking, like finding you, trying to find information about you because they hate that they missed out. This could be friends, this could be a family member saying, I haven't heard from Jess in a long time. What's she doing? Let me see. Instead of just, maybe even contacting you, they decide to lurk. I'm hearing lurking, somebody lurking. But I'm also seeing that some people are being seen, And then also the clarity part. I'm just seeing some people like, okay, yeah, this is very, very clear to me that you are who I thought you said you were. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, not said, because I'm not hearing said. I'm hearing you are who I thought you were, okay? It's like if you deem somebody as a snake and they didn't show you, but you just felt it, you saw some things. And then you're like, Or if you knew somebody was weird or acting weird and then you found out why, Anyways, your hidden energy is the 8 of Wands and the Magician. Communication and stuff like that, changes in your life that you're creating. I feel like you're creating the life that you want to live. This could be using communications. This could be using social media. This could be using lots and lots of, word of mouth and things like that. That's why some of you guys are being seen a lot more. And then for the ones that are getting, seen by family members or old exes or something like that, it's because they know they missed out. They see you elevating your life and elevating and elevating. And so they're like, should I reach out? All these changes in your life that have been happening in an awesome way, manifesting the life of your dreams. People feel it, they see it, they know it, and they're curious as to I wonder what they're doing. I wonder what's been up, I wonder, have they changed? That's what I'm hearing too. But these people, a lot of those people are going to reach out to you, okay? They're just lurking. I heard that word, lurking. And for those of you who are being seen in the spotlight, communicating all your dreams through social media, make that post. Go ahead and hit send, schedule that, whatever. Make sure you just be present. Online presence is very important for this reading as well, because it's like for you got a lot of people that support you and a lot of haters too, okay? So but online presence means keep going, keep manifesting these good changes, because I'm seeing good changes. Anyways, that's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed Capricorn. Have a beautiful, blessed week. Thank you. Aquarius, hello. Okay, let's see, Father, what do you have for Aquarius for Monday? Aquarius for Monday. Ooh, we got the Empress card. Definitely taking care of yourself, okay? Definitely been taking care of yourself. You've been really focusing on you more than other people. And some people don't like that, okay? Some people don't like that you glowing and you shining and what you've been doing and all of that. I'm just hearing like what you've been doing and who got you smiling like that or whatever. Like, whoa, hold up. Why I got to do all, why does it have to be that, you know? I see a glow. I see a shine. I see something that's kind of like people notice that your mood has been changing in a good way, okay? That's because you've been pouring into yourself. And that means that there have been some strict boundaries that people don't like. I can't hang with you. I just heard that song by Glorilla where she says, I don't want to hang with them. They don't handle business. They don't. If they don't handle business, you can't be around them. Because I'm out here trying to get some stuff started. I'm out here trying to move, you know. And with that move, I'm trying to make some things shake, make some changes happen, you know. And they don't like that. Why you smiling so much? Who you got new, you know? None of your business. With the 9 of Wands and the 4 of Wands, you are protecting your happiness. What? Like I said, because these people are just kind of like, look how they looking. Look how they looking. This is my own cat deck, you guys. This is available at justdreamguides.com. All right. This is inspired by my 2 cats, Jay and Gray. It's on sale. Okay. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys the depiction of the card because this is different than most things. I created this deck. And it's like, look how these haters is looking. Like, you mad because you can't come in? You mad because you can't come in? You mad because you can't shine like this? Okay, you're protecting your happiness. Whether you started a new relationship or the 4 of Wands talks about just being happy, celebrating, you know, not allowing everybody to know your next move, okay? Moving in silence. That's why you glowing and people are asking and they hate it. They are mad. Oh, you mad? They are so mad. But that's not stopping your flow. That's not stopping your shine. That's not stopping you from like really, really loving on yourself, okay? And continue to pour into yourself because the more you pour into yourself, the more confident you are about the things that you do. Sorry, I'm looking for the card again because I just put the card up. But the more confident you are about the things that you do. I love the 4 of Wands because it talks about just, you know, your happiness, your own happiness. You know, happiness within your home, peace, prosperity. I talk about abundance all the time. And abundance doesn't always have to do with money. Abundance starts within. It starts with joy, peace, love. Peace is the most important because you can't do anything. You can have love and not have peace. You know, be in love with somebody and it's not peaceful because it's not reciprocated and things like that. You have it all. The abundance is showing. Okay. Pisces for Monday. All right, Pisces. Let's see, Father. What do you have for Pisces for Monday? Pisces for Monday. All right, we got the King of Pentacles. Okay. Everything you touch turns to gold. Everything, 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 everything. So be careful who you touch physically. This is weird. This is a different reading. Okay, Father. But I'm going to flow with it because this is what I'm hearing. Everything you touch turns to gold, so be careful of who you touch, who you hug, who you interact with, who you share your energy with, because everybody is not intentionally, everybody doesn't have good intents, is what I'm trying to say, okay? Because I'm seeing somebody who's an energy vampire, you know, calls you when they need you, and when you get around to talking about your stuff, they hang the phone up. Oh, I gotta go, okay? When it's your turn to, like, you know, vent, they hang the phone up because everything you touch is gold, okay? Your energy is beautiful. It's one of those things where it's just like you're shining. Even when it comes to coworkers, I feel like you have a bright energy and your coworkers are kind of just like, meh. But when you walk in the room, they're like, oh, hey, you know, nice to see you. Now the party can get started. Like they don't have their own energy source. You are the energy source. So be careful with that. Be careful with family and friends that are like that. Even if it's somebody that you're romantically involved with, be careful because I am seeing energy vampire. Seriously. Your hidden energy is the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Shut the front door. I can't make this up. Look how guarded you are, how you got to protect that because you got some people that are absolutely draining you, okay? Draining you. And they do it like, you know, some of them intentionally, some of them just know that they have bad intentions. They will call you just to check on you, just to emotionally dump their stuff and feel good because you have good advice and you help them out and you make them feel empowered. And then, like I said, when it's your turn to get that equal exchange of energy, they gone. Be careful of exes too because they'll call you just to check on you. Male or female, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to Pisces. And then the 10 of Wands, this is work related. All these people at work, they put their baggage on you. They do, because you make them feel good. They might even tell you about like some stuff that you really shouldn't care about. Like, oh, you'll never guess, my dog passed away. Or, you know, my husband is doing this to me. Or, you know, my wife just, you know, didn't come home last night. Just randomly telling you their business. Be careful. Protect your peace. Protect your energy. Because everything you touch turns to gold. I'm hearing energy vampire. Protect yourself, okay? You are absolutely golden, okay? Living your life like it's golden. Anyways, Pisces, that's what I have for you. The King of Pentacles. Have a beautiful, blessed week. Thank you so much.